Is shit working? God, it is. Well, all right then. Here we are. We're we're here. We're we're doing more eyes. I think we have 5 more to go of this. To be honest, a lot of them look quite similar, but we'll do our best with them. The more I look at this, the more I dislike it. Also, I did end up readjusting it so it's like more level and it looks worse. I think what I needed to do was like move this back and maybe that'll help. Also, make it smaller. Um, but we're on the next group of exercises. Before we do that though, I would like, what is this? Oh, we're still on that dude's thing. I'll sign in later. Um, I feel like I for some reason forgot to like go over when I was doing the knife shit yesterday. What a puko is and the grind it has. It's got a Scandi grind. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I like talking about it, but I was like speeding through it because I feel like it's weird to talk about sometimes. Oh no. Well, fine. We'll do it anyway. So I guess that's gonna have to do. Oh, I can't erase. All right, we're gonna have to restart. No, don't save. God, I hate this shit so much. Anyway. All right. Oh no. All right, I think this is the right one. Cool. So let's just do a quick thing here. So this is a Scandi grind where like this whole thing is technically the edge. And usually you're probably looking at like a saber grind, which basically does the same thing. I don't know why I drew this so much smaller, but then there's like an actual edge, right? Um, this would be like a full flat grind, but it again comes to an actual edge. There's a hollow grind, which like kind of loops back out and back in. But again, it comes to an actual edge. Like it's a very fine area. Whereas this whole thing is like kind of technically the edge, you know? But that was yesterday's colorized mask topic, I guess. All right, let's just work on a new set of eyes. Son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't lock them. Hopefully we do a little better today. We're probably just going to end up doing one again because I'm scuffed as shit. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. We if you haven't seen it, I guess the next 2 minutes will probably be spoiler. We played Ark. We got destroyed. Now we got redemption. We did have to cheat a little. Something else bugged out. A creature not ours left the arena. We just kind of figured, fuck it. We're already like on the redemption arc. You know, we just want to play the game, man. I know that sounds kind of like a cop out, but it's like otherwise we would have literally had to sit in the arena for an hour. I think we were at like 52 minutes left. Um, just to be able to try again. So we were like, well, it's either that or roll it back to whenever. So we were just like, fuck it. We tried a couple. Well, I think the first thing we had a couple things to try, but the first thing was Dino Wipe, and we just did it. And it killed the one. I believe it was a Yeeling that like got out of the arena. Uh, from there, it went pretty smoothly. John Thrall died. We had to skip one of the cutscenes because apparently the timer keeps going during the cutscene, which is hot ass, if you ask me. It's terrible level design. Um, but like overall, outside of everything that's wrong with it, I do think it's probably the best boss encounter, we'll call it. because there are stages to it. Now, because of the shitty AI of wild and tamed creatures, it's just a terrible level design. But like it's kind of fun to not just simply spam Rexes and I mean we could have done that, but like just spam Rexes and stand in a small circle. It was nice to not have to do that. We did get apparently each our own Giga Desmodus stacks or sacks. The server is still up, so I'll probably maybe do like a bonus stream or not stream, but like I'll probably record it. Um, Apparently they would not hatch out of the egg incubator. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out. And allegedly, I guess Moo did grow them. I just skimmed over it, but I guess I got twins. Um, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with them. Like I said, I'd like to do like a bonus recording, I guess. And what I'll probably do is raise them in one recording, hopefully, and then maybe just like fly around a little bit in another one. And we did discuss a little bit, obviously, last night. I guess obviously only if you've somehow managed to see the thing that only released like an hour ago. If you weren't there live, um, but we were maybe talking about bringing them to a new map to try. I don't know what map that would be. Okay, I feel like this is an okay eye shape. What do we think? I don't know. Every time I like get something down, I'm okay with. I feel like it's okay. Doesn't feel symmetrical to me, but what can you do? I guess it's just like my brain can't process this. This feels closer this time, and it just all feels tilted. I don't know what it is. This also feels like it's got like 5 less pixels. I don't know, maybe it's the display, like it just doesn't show pixels sometimes. So they actually started this one. So they did like that with their Lashy Bros. So they started it like here. I think I'm coming too close, but that's okay for now. Okay. So let's just like cut some of that off. Maybe my head's crooked. And they have one more, which is going to really encroach up here, but who the fuck cares? So they did a little blush on this bad boy. I don't know if we're gonna bother with that. They also did that weird like eyelashes or eye color thing. I don't know if I want to do that. That's very strange to me. I don't like they do that for a lot of the rest of them too. I don't know if it's gonna work for me. Okay. Do 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 do. Interesting. They did the nose like way further down on this one compared to some of their other ones. We'll look into the situation. Um, so they did like the most basic looking mouth I've ever seen. Should we do a real deal mouth? Well, real deal as far as I can do. But instead of just like a line. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. Is this Sonic the Hedgehog I'm drawing? What am I drawing? What is this? Okay. We have it down relatively speaking. What do I want to do here? Okay. Maybe it's too early for this, but we're doing like a little bit of re-editing, I guess. Okay. Gonna have to be good enough. All right. So I'm like, I'm trying to think of it. First off, I don't really want to do that like weird yellowy eye they got going, but maybe I should. And I also don't really want to do solid black, but I don't know what to do otherwise. Hmm. Bum 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 bum. I'm thinking I might just circle tool this. So we'll go new layer. I can probably just get away with this, right? So this one's gonna have to start roughly there. Damn it. This shouldn't be a huge issue. Oh. Okay. That's right. Okay. Okay. It's not bad, right? Almost too good, though, is my problem with that. Okay. Let's do this. And then let's do that. Now, this one, for some reason, is a closer eye, which is like, you know, doesn't make sense. But, we can probably do something about that. What if I started over here? All right. Kind of forgot to switch off of that. So let's say we scoot this up. How does this look? Oh, God. Enjoy getting slapped. This looks so cute. I don't know. I feel like it's not supposed to look like this. I think part of it is this is too low. So let's move that. Or too high. Too high. Oops. My bad. Hold on. I have to deselect, actually. I should be able to do that. About to sneeze. Well, sorry about that. Okay. Select, deselect. Let's go back a layer. Now it just doesn't look right. I looked at it too long the other way. Okay. So here's what we got to do now. I think we got to trace part of this eye. I don't know. I think so, right? So that we can color things in simply and not have to erase. I am considering moving the keyboard. So that I can move my hand a little more freely. Whether or not that'll help me remains to be seen. It won't help me. It doesn't remain to be seen. It won't help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Okay. There we go. I don't think I really needed to do these, like, outer parts, but you know what? Maybe we'll need them later, so maybe we just send it. All right. So let's do new layer. Let's use select Deco tool on this. Not ideal, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So original's black, so if we just do that, it does work. All right. Well, it might only work for black. I don't really want to do black. Um, I kind of like this eye a little better. Not necessarily the orange, but like, you know, the shading and detail of it. Interesting. So if I hit that now, it's not clean. All right. But it's clean in this layer. Sure. So let's deselect then. Clearly we have missed a spot. Really don't see where, but I guess we're just gonna have to do the old retrace. You know? What other option is there? This actually seemed pretty clean, but you just never know. Because this was the only part that remained white. Alright, there's like 0 chance, right? There's no possible way. Let's swap and do it. Okay. We did it. So now, let's decide on a color. Um, I don't know. Bug. Maybe we do just go with black. It's on red. Should I go with red? Do a little red eyes black dragon action. So if we just do that, and then switch to that, and then maybe like, be easier if I just did this. Then we maybe scoop in a little bit of white. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I don't know. Neither did the original. And then we put the star in later, if it even needs a star. It doesn't like, I don't know. This like no pupil version never really works for me. It's also, I don't know if this really makes sense. Like, why is it? I guess that would be where the pupil is. I don't fucking know, man. So that would make the light coming from over there. So for this one, I would have to do it roughly in the same spot. Now, in theory, I probably could copy paste this with like some slight rotation and deletion. I think we just ultimately picked a pretty bad color for this. I know we were trying to have a little bit of fun, but you know, fun's not really something you get to have around here. Maybe that one. It's not that bad. We'll see what it looks like with both in, and then we'll decide. What is going on? There we go. Okay. So now we'll do black. Then we'll do black. Then we'll do black. We'll do black. We'll do black, 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 and then black. And we'll do smaller white. Actually, wait, we want to do like one lightning shade, don't we? Then we do it. And then we re-blacken it so that it like merges better. Merges better is in quotation marks there, by the way. Okay. Then we do a why not? Feel like that's darker, isn't it? Is it because I pressed harder? Think so. Think that's roughly it. This one didn't come out quite as good. I feel like it's really missing something though without a pupil. Am I tripping? I know that's supposed to like give it this like dead or like, you know, detached look to not include the pupil and or to just completely black it out so that it's like all pupil. But I don't know, it looks strange to me. But also it could just be that I picked such an uncanny eye color that it doesn't really work. Um so the original has stars like right here. I think I'm going to try and match the stars to this angle, so I'm going to put them like roughly here, and instead of a red outline I might do orange or yellow. So there's this red with yellow inside, so red outline, yellow inside star. I'm thinking either orange with yellow or maybe yellow with a white inside, kind of the way we did some of the other. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and like put one here and one there, that way they kind of work in a some type of way. I don't know if they will work. Okay. So I guess we got to do the skin, if you will, if you can call it skin. I know the original kind of does like this cream color, I guess, for the eyeball. I don't know, maybe that would help, but like, will it? You know? Actually, what if I just scoop that up? It's good enough for me. So let's do this. Let's also... All right, hold on. Wait. We could do the eye thing. Let's do the eye thing. Let's do the eye thing after. That way, if I mess up here, I'm just covering over it. So let's do that. How big is this going to be? This is not coloring literally anything. Okay. So what do we got on this? Am I tripping? Oh, I see. We're still fucking... That's my mistake. Sorry. Why is this not the right color? Okay. There we go. Thank you. May I have another? This is going to be kind of hard, actually. Lower the size a bit. I was going to say maybe I should symmetry tool this, and so I stopped, but maybe not because they aren't actually symmetrical anymore. God damn it. I've really got to work on the sensitivity settings on this. I hate that I can't, like, drag while I'm drawing. Alright. I don't know how to do this, then. I guess just send it from here. I hate how, it changes so much the shade from pressure. I feel like the pressure shouldn't change the shade, maybe just the size. Or just the shade and not the size. I'm sure that's a setting I have to find, but that's effort, and I don't have any of that left. Something I'm going to have to do is probably more eyes so that I can maybe hopefully get a little bit of perspective, you know? Cuz there's a lot of shape here, but it's all head on, and I want to learn like different angles. Okay. Don't really need to do this for the most part. Just really over the red. And even then, it's probably going to be lashed out, so just doing it for my own sanity, I guess. Okay. That's not too bad. If I recall, we did some sort of shading tactic with like a more orange version, so I guess let's do that, right? So maybe like do that, and then Shrinko Dicko, but like remove opacity a bit to like, I don't know. Nah. What if I use this one? I think this might be the play. That's too orange. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going, even though it feels really bad right now. Just gonna keep going for now. Interesting. They actually didn't do anything up there. Maybe I'll match that to see if that makes a difference over here. We'll do that. Why is it struggling to drag? What is going on, man? Okay. Now it won't stop dragging. Okay. Can I have a break, please? I'm on off this stupid fucking ride. So let's zoom out. Yeah, that's not it. It's definitely not it. This is just too brown now. What if I go back over it a little bit with that? Does that help? Nope. What if I... Oh my god, why does it sometimes take 3 to 4 clicks just to fucking get it to register that I'm doing it? What if I just use the same color? Think that's probably the best we're gonna get, but like... I don't know if that's the best we can do. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm missing something, but I just don't know if this is it. Kind of feels like it's lagging right now. Oh, there we go. Just kind of erase on that. What are we looking at? That do anything? I don't know. It feels like it's helping, but also it doesn't. I don't know, man. Think we might just move on from what we're working on right now because this just ain't it. Nobody knows what we're doing. Also, we forgot to change from arc to art yesterday. Classic. I know. Okay. Let's just do a new layer for now. Um, do we want to do the eyeballs? I think so. So let's go back to here. Selecto Deco tool. And this is going to be a hard one because I don't know what color to make it. There's like this sort of jaundicey yellow, which, what did I just do? Show global selection mask. Okay. Which just isn't it, in my opinion, but maybe it is. I think I managed to somehow accidentally get the exact color. If I like just destroy the opacity of it, does that help at all? Then do it here roughly. Fuck, we're on the wrong layer. God damn it. Alright, I just hate this color. I don't know. I need it to be like this or something. Okay. And we'll go back to this. We'll do it over here. We'll go back to this. It's too close to the fucking skin color, I feel like. Something's wrong. I don't like it. So what do I do now is the problem. I can't really selecto deco those. Maybe we do it, and as long as we don't get it really over this, okay. As long as we do, oh, sorry. As long as we do this, and we just don't get it over there, it should be fine. Right? Because, like, I can just, work this part away easily. It's a lot harder to do it for the eyeball. Because I could also just kind of, like, hide this. Like, this part doesn't really even matter. Okay. Okay. It's getting too... You gotta, like, one run this. Otherwise, it gets a little too yellowy. Okay, that's as deep as we go. I think it's still a little too yellow here. I mean, this stuff really shouldn't matter too much because it's going to get lashed out, but there we go. See, that just looks like bro's got jaundice to me. Am I crazy? Like, put some fucking you know, red in there. He looks too damn high. Also, I just realized this is on the fucking wrong layer. No. Undo it all. Let's be responsible. Okay. New layer. Select a deco. Okay. This looks really dark here. This looks darker than that and that. Like, they're all a different fucking shade. This looks so ass, dude. God damn it, man. Alright. Whatever. Let's just see what happens. Feel like that might be too big? What do we think? I need to be able to do it in one go, I think. Ideally. Okay. So we're gonna want to maybe shrink it a... Well, actually, before we do that, let's just get the main over here as well, so they're roughly the same size. Okay. All right. So let's now shrink it. A little shrinky dink on your boy. Around 20-ish. Okay. Starting to not like this brush. I don't know what it is, but it ain't doing it for me right now. For some reason, it just feels like something changed in it. It feels less detailed than it did. It's looking more blurry. What if I zoom out? I don't know. What happened? Am I tripping? Let's use this brush for a second over here. See if that does anything for us. No. Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna live with it then. Okay. This really just kind of feels like crayon, doesn't it? Kind of killing me. Why did I feel like this was the one before? I wish all of the brushes did what that one does, where it changes with the angle of my pen, so that I could just actually kind of use it, you know? Okay. I don't think that's a setting that I can change. I just think it has to be like in the pen for that to work. And if it's not going to. Okay. Okay. So let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, it's not doing it for me. I need a different brush after all. I don't know what it is. Like, why did it feel right before and then like it just doesn't now? I kind of looking back at the other one, I'm not sold on it either, but it's like all right. Maybe I just need to fill this in. Like maybe I'm just not getting it far enough into this. And what's my opacity? It's 100%. What if I just go over it with this? Doesn't really do anything for me. Oh, brother. I do like that this brush kind of follows the direction of the pen, though. Okay. Just kind of want to scoop that up real quick. Okay. Get scooped on. Not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. Okay. I don't know, man. I think it's just going to have to do. So let's do this then. Do that one like that. Maybe a little like that. I don't know why that actually kind of looks okay. And then okay. So for these little like eye spikes, they are, I am certain, supposed to be lashes. I know it's a style, right? I know people like it. I don't know if I like it. That's not the right one. Was it really this one? Oh, you know what? We had a different opacity for it. Fuck, I don't know how to do this. Okay. Think I needed to have planned for this, and since I didn't, this probably isn't gonna work. Yeah. Okay. What I can do is... Hello? There we go. White. Full opacity white. full opacity white. Full opacity white. And I think it was like 60 something percent opacity. We'll go ahead and eyedropper that just to be safe. And then we can do this. And then we'll trace around it with black in a second. Want to do this first. Okay, so now we'll zoom the fuck in. Get zoomed. Oh, fuck, that's right, it's on this layer. Alright, well, we'll just trace around it with black then. I think we're going to increase the pixel size just a smidgen. I do not like this at all. God, this looks so stupid. What am I doing? Why have I done this? This is so much extra effort for like negative payoff, man. Am I tripping? Like, is this good? I mean, I know it's not good, but like, are we win maxing? Are we fucking win maxing yet? The reason I'm going for this, even though I don't like the initial look, even like I don't really care much for the style. Like, I think it's cool to look at, but like as an ultimate style, it's just kind of goofy looking. No offense to people who love this shit, but the reason why I'm going for it is because I do find it to be on the difficult side, and it's like a little extra thing to go for. And how will I really know I don't like drawing in this style if I don't give it a shot, type of deal. So like I'm giving it a shot. Jesus, that makes no sense. It's so stupid. Why is my eye gooping? Should I do one eye and leave the other? I don't know. I guess we'll do this side too. Okay, so we will white this. So let's goop on out. Get our goop-ons ready. We're going shopping. Okay. So now we want to Oh no, that's way too dark. Is that even using the right color over there? I don't think so. What am I fucking doing, dude? Shit's so scuffed. Okay, let's switch to this. Switch to black. You already know. Triangular Dicko. Okay. Clean. Uh-huh. Clean. Let's go. Let's switch to that. Make sure we're on black. Try and fill this in a little bit. About to sneeze. Maybe not. Maybe so. All right. There we go on that. Decent little merge, I guess. By the way, this is such a fucking straight line. It's a goddamn miracle. Okay. So I hate this. I did this one bad. This one should probably angle out some more. I'm not fixing it. I don't fucking care. I don't know, man. Okay. Let's do some line intensification. That is not black. Fuck, I just hit the mic. Let's do some line intensification here. I don't know what that does for us. Okay. Hit him with that. Just skip a little bit of the darkening to break it up a bit. Doesn't have to be 100%, right? And we'll hit him with that. Then hit this side with that. Bada boom. Bing. No. Maybe a little extra there. Let's back up and just look at it. Yeah, that's ass. That might be our worst one yet. I don't know. I just don't like anything about this. Let's do another layer so we can do that stupid little fucking star. So, obviously we can't do red. We're either going to have to do orange with yellow or yellow with white. Let's get what? Huh? Okay. So they had theirs like here and here. And I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking like here and here so that it makes a little more sense. I don't know, to me anyway. But I don't know if it's gonna make sense no matter what. Because it's a fucking star. Actually, should I do this? We're doing this. I think yellow with white's the play. I don't know what it is that significantly improved it. I think it's because it takes your eyes away from how like wonky this shit is, like the eyelashes, and it kind of like takes your focus to that, and then it kind of takes away from like how off-putting some of that is. Like it brings a level of balance somehow. I don't actually I might have enough space for the next one. I still need to figure out a good brush for the brows and stuff. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna combine a dick of these for. That's weird. Why is this not named? Huh. Eyes 7. I'm very confident this should be eyes 6. Okay. So we're gonna lock this down. Is it perfect? No, but I feel like I don't feel like we're gonna be able to perfect something we started so flawed. Like I think the strategy is to do it the way I've been doing it. Start one, mess it up because that's what's gonna happen. And learn for the next pair like what I messed up to see if I can fix it. Fix that. Parts that I messed up, fix that. Parts that I messed up, like keep incrementally fixing it up instead of like going back because like I'd have to like go find the layer and then like erase a whole lot of stuff to like get this looking better, and I feel like that's going to make me lose like the momentum of learning. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I guess I pressed backspace and apparently that deletes everything. Okay. I just did that because for some reason it looks like this keycap is like coming up, so I thought I'd do it, but it didn't. So anyway, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna save. I'm gonna save it as a ping. Yes, replace it. And we're gonna do some brush bullshit again because I just cannot seem to figure it out. Okay. So first, I'm gonna try something I guess a little different. We're just gonna draw. I guess we're just gonna draw an eye. I don't know. How do you draw an eye? Good enough for me. Okay. So we have an eye. Hmm. We don't have an eye. I'm gonna erase this. We're actually gonna symmetry tool this. That way I can just have 2 eyes done. And we can test 2 different things next to each other. Okay. It's good enough. Who cares? This is a test. So for lashes, forget the balls, forget the rest. I think we don't necessarily have the eyeball down. We have like how to get an eyeball shape down, but we don't have like the coloration really very well. But we don't really like we don't have that in general, so I'm not too worried. Like I feel like that's kind of a later game thing I'm gonna have to figure the fuck out. Anyway, so let's desymmetrize this. We're gonna try this strat over here. Okay. And then we're gonna maybe try this. It's just it's too opaque in some spots. I don't know how I just opened that up, but thank you. Zoom out, just, there we go. Okay. So we have that. And we just have to, I guess, do that and maybe mix it with this for like the... Is this opaque again? Ah, we have the wrong. Okay. I think that's the problem. This one comes out, when it's 100% opacity, it comes out cleaner looking. The other one really comes out looking like I'm using watercolor for some reason. But like this one ends up kind of looking like crayon because some places it's too dark. Okay. So maybe that is the base layer first. Like this doesn't look terrible. It just looks kind of crude, you know? So if I hit them with that and with that, or, you know, if I even do it maybe like that and then switch to this, that doesn't look too bad. And we just kind of improve upon it. I don't know, that's way too thick. What if I do that and then that, and then we just erase it down? That's not bad. But let's look at this now. So how would I do this? I can scoop that up. What if we just... all right. We have an opacity problem here. Okay. So we're just gonna send it, I guess. Right? All right, so this is black. Okay. So what if I maybe do this, but with like low opacity? Even lower opacity, maybe. See, now though, as I'm trying to fix areas that I messed up, now those are getting worse. So then I'll maybe go back over it. This is like creating a lot of extra layer though. No. Well, actually, let's redo that. Let's leave this. Is it just that I don't have the right thing? like the right brush. Can I find a better brush for this? I want something that's like sharp looking. Like what does this do? Is this gonna do it? This is on black, so what if I change this to white? Okay. So what if I first off change the size and the opacity? Doesn't do anything. I change the size again. All this is doing is like making a scratchy effect. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I should be trying to go for like a gray. It just ends up being too much, I feel like. I mean, I could do it smaller, but then that's going to be like wholly unnoticeable. Like, I don't know. Where did my thing go? There it is. None of that feels right to me. You know, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I don't know if I like it. If I could get this, hold on. Actually, if I could get this to stay consistent, maybe this is the guy. Maybe it's him. Is this the guy? That kind of has the effect. I just wish it was instead of like teleporting in and out of nowhere. If it would just be consistent, I actually don't think I would mind that. So what is that? I think I accidentally just closed my fucking brush window and I don't know how to get it back. Yeah, I think we got it back. Meh. These are just like funky ass shapes that, you know, they're fun, but they're not gonna do what I need them to do. Like these have a very niche use case that I could probably do something with, but not at my skill level, you know? What does this do? I don't even fucking know, man. Classic. Oh, that's this one, that's right. This was the okay one. Like a lot of these just kind of end up making it look like I just went over it with a filter in a way. That's not terrible. Hold up. What if I just do this black from the start? See, it's just ultimately going to look like it's black, though, is the problem. If I zoom in, does it have like that? No. If I zoom out, it just looks solid black. It's not bad, though. I think that would be better than this for stuff. You know what I mean? Fuck does this do? What is the opacity on this? This feels like too watery to me. How am I supposed to do this? I don't know. I mean, this gives a very cool effect, but like, it's not the one I need right now. I do see use case for that though, probably. Just not at my skill level. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. I think the big issue is trying to find something that like does it like at all. I believe I can download brush packs, so maybe there's like something I can find. I don't really know where to download them right now, but I'm sure that's something I can figure out relatively easily. Okay, so this isn't bad, but this just kind of ends up being like the same deal, if that makes sense. So it's like, how does, huh? Hmm. All right. Get that out of here. What if I just like enmassify this so it just becomes solid? I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of the pencil ones have this either crayon-y look or a look like you're drawing on a not flat surface. So like, you know, when you shade something in on a pencil or a colored pencil or whatever, and you're like doing it long ways, but like there's a ton of, I don't, like you're fucking doing it on a goddamn baking surface. You've got flour there so your dough don't stick. And so it comes out looking really powdered. But like that really only happens if you're doing it, like I said, on a not flat surface or like a not clean surface. Like you maybe you'll get the first pass that's a little spotty, but then like after that it kind of like cleans up pretty easily, and it'll probably be more like dark line, like maybe a little spotty and then solid and then maybe a little spotty. But like these are just all spot. It's very strange. Nope. We do that one all the time. The problem with this is it makes me want to also do the thing. Like there's no clean edge here that I feel like it should have. Would that help? I don't know, but it kind of fucks with my brain. All right, so let's maybe okay. So let's just hit it with this. Let's do this, and then we'll hit it with this. Okay, or not. Okay. Sure. Okay. Don't really know how I managed to do this, but it's just gonna have to do. All right, so let's deselect. Okay. Trace around this. We're gonna just compare the solid black with the relatively solid black. We're just gonna see what we can do. I think I'm comparing like mine to theirs, where theirs is just like a completely different brush that I just don't have access to because I either don't know it, or maybe it's like on a different program by default, or maybe it's something they had to download, and maybe it's not even available for me. Um, but like I'm trying to get something more hair-like or feathery or something, but all I can get is like this weird splotchy shit that kind of turns too black in spots and not black enough in others, and like it's just not clean. Um, and it's just like looking at it just bothers me. All right. So comparing these, I think I might like this better. Let's add like a couple more. You know, let's give it the triangle. Let's give it the thin triangle. The thing is, this looks so cartoony to me. It's not what I want to go for at the moment. Like, this feels devoid of detail. And I think that's what's really making it hard for me to, like, want to do. Right? Like, even compare it, like, if I were to put it with an okay eye. I know I don't do, like, great eyes or anything. But, like, the last one, just like the slightest bit of extra detail next to it will really showcase how fucking just plain that is. Right? How just like it's like it feels like I'm censoring it. It's just a black bar. That's all it feels like. There's no like soul to this. This also is the same though, cuz it's like I feel like what's happening here is this has no soul. This has the same level of like it's just black. You know what I mean? It's like I just didn't know what I was doing, so I just made it black. But also like I couldn't even stay in the lines type of deal. I don't know. I'm thinking I like this better, but I I feel like this is like faux look, and so it looks worse. Whereas this is like I clearly don't know how to get a good lash look. or a good brow look or anything. So like I just copped out and didn't even try. This is I tried, but I shouldn't have. I don't know how to like work on the in between here. What I will give myself is this was pretty like quick and freehand, and it's honestly kind of clean, all things considered. I don't think I could have done that last week. You know? Also, what do we think? Do we prefer plain old white, or do we like the jaundice yellow? I feel like part of me likes the jaundice yellow just because it's a little extra color, but part of me doesn't. Maybe I just need to find a different yet like color for the eyes. It just looks weird, you know? I think this turned out okay overall. Like this shit I think might have killed it. And then I maybe need some more curve to this lash, but that's generally okay. What have I done? What have I become? Next page. I feel like we've done those before, but that's fine. Okay. Um, all right. I think from here on out we're gonna do the the plain old Jane old just because even though it's kind of more work, right? Because I can kind of just get away with like maybe like 3 lines up here. Um, even though it's a little more work overall, to because I have to get like a clean outline. I think it just ends up looking cleaner. So it's just like it it matches maybe other parts a little better. So I think we'll stick with the cleanness. I know these parts didn't come out that clean, but that's fine. I think we'll stick with this style where I'm just gonna draw the outline, fill it in, and then get any parts I missed going forward. Um, and we'll like pre-draw and lash stuff. So I don't know why I wouldn't be on tomorrow for this. So I should be able to be. So we'll probably do the next one here. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the one after. I do really want to do the one after because it feels like there's a little bit of perspective to it, but maybe it's forced. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like the weird skin color thing here too. They got like some blue going on. So maybe I'll do that. We'll make the Frost Queen. But I think I'm gonna get off for now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it's for you. I appreciate you. Hopefully, I will catch you in the next one, whatever that is. I mean, I guess I'll probably be playing games later tonight, but I don't know what. But we'll figure that out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic whatever. And this shit's ass. Who did this? Bye.